of variables like task 5, task 4 or multiple tasks, correct? So if I try to describe, when we use describe command, describe is a command to check the schema, and dump is a command to check the data. So now I'm getting error, like there is no alias. So all these aliases are at session level. Okay, when you close session, it is gone. Again you have to define. So is there any option available in Hadoop apart from Pig, so that we can create schema once and then we can use it anywhere, like reusable? So Pig is in ETL tool, correct? And this ETL tool works based on a language named Pig Latin. And for Pig we have one of the shell named, correct? So Hive is a data warehouse, okay, that works based on language name HQL. We call it Hive query language, and for this also we have a shell named Hive itself. And how to log into this Hive shell? There is a command named Hive. So how to log into grunt shell? There is a command named Pig. Tool name and command name same. So to log into Hive we have a command named Hive itself. Got it? So now the problem in Pig is it's one-time schema that we create, like a temporary table, I can say, in SQL, and every time you have to create it. But just in case I want to create something once and use it whenever I want in future, till the time I will not drop it, then instead of Pig I will go with the Hive. So Hive is a data warehouse tool and Pig is in ETL. This is a major difference between Pig and Hive. Okay?
We can access Hive tables with Pig.
Yeah, we can access Hive tables with Pig as well. So for that I will just give you a brief idea about Hive. So how Hive works. So what exactly a data warehouse is? A data warehouse is designed for basically OLAP operations. So data warehouse is basically designed for OLAP operations, and OLAP operations like select or analytical operations, online analytical processing OLAP means, and is specially designed for historical data, not real time, because for real time we have OLTP and for historical we have OLAP. So OLAP operations like analytical operations we can perform on the data, that is in Hive. But how Hive works? Now the next question is how Hive works. So Hive works, or its architecture is designed based on two different storages. So what kind of storage we store in any relational schema with data, like in let's say what kind of information we store in Oracle or MySQL or DB2 or any other RDBMS, or like Teradata or Vertica, any warehouse. One thing that we call is data, and the next one is schema or metadata, correct? So first we create schema, first we define schema like list of columns in a table, their data type or number of databases or number of tables, and then we are allowed to store the data in the form of records. So that schema or metadata, it stores in RDBMS. So how Hive works? The answer is Hive works based on two different types of storages. So this Hive tool works based on two different types of storages. One is data storage, another one is the schema or metadata storage. Now HDF is a raw file system, that is Hadoop distributed file system. It's a raw file system, so it cannot handle any schema or metadata related information. Okay, so in that case what I can do is, for data still I can use HDFS, but for this schema storage I can go with any RDBMS. So now the answer of this question is Hive works based on two different types of storages. So internally in Hadoop the storage is HDFS, and internally for Hive also the storage is HDFS only. But if I want to define some schema, this HDFS is a file system that doesn't know what is the meaning of a database or a table or list of columns or data types. So in that case I have to go with any of the RDBMS. Now which RDBMS we can use in real time? We use RDBMS named MySQL, and I will start with a default database that comes with Hive named Derby. So what is Derby? Apache provided an open source RDBMS. If you Google about Derby, you will find Apache provided one database. So Derby is a database basically provided by Apache, and this is open source. So Apache Derby is an open source relational database like Oracle, like MySQL. Like these are relational databases. So we will use Derby, and this Derby we will replace with MySQL. Reason, because the Derby doesn't support more than one session at a time. So in real time we need multiple session support, so that at the same time a single user can open multiple sessions or multiple user can open their own sessions. So then we need MySQL. So we'll work on both. Is this clear? Sure? Any question as of now? Okay. So let's do one thing. On desktop, now we will configure something related to Hive. So I will ask you to create a folder, and then this folder we will allocate to some Hive repository, and then we will start working on some basic hands-on on Hive. Okay. So the next step is we are going to work on some configuration, and then let's start with some commands. Got it?